I'm Chris Wanamaker, founder and president of D.C Anime Club, America's greatest otaku, as declared by the folks at Tokyo Pop and people who actually watched the show and voted for me, and founder of Anime Clubs Unite. And this is my wife, Monique, who is the treasurer of D.C Anime Club.
Hello.
Newly appointed treasurer, I should say. And I've been into anime since I was 7, since there was an Arrow's video store. And I watched stuff like Captain Harlock, and from there I started watching the Devil Hunter Yoko, the Dirty Pair, Ranma 1/2 or Ranma half. Last anime I've been watching is Sailor Moon Crystal, My Hero Academia, and of course One Punch Man.
I really got into anime because of him, although I think my first brush with anime was Wicked City back in the mid-90s. Never did like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, or Pokemon. My favorite anime is Angelic Lair. Rosen Maiden is awesome. There's just so much anime out there. You can't watch it all. You're not going to like it all. I'm going to tell you that now.
How did you get into anime?
I started with Howl's Moving Castle by Miyazaki. My sisters brought it home and I liked it. So then I watched a whole bunch of other Studio Ghibli movies and liked those. And then after that, when I went to college, a number of my friends also liked anime there, and so that's when I started looking into more other types of anime.
Nice. What college did you go to?
I went to Friends University in Wichita, Kansas.
Wow.
Long ways away.
No. What's your favorite anime?
I have a lot. I think a lot of different ones. Yeah, like I really love the anime Black Cat, Natsume's Book of Friends.
Natsume's Book of Friends.
Yes.
What is that?
It is an anime about a kid who can speak to yokai, you know, the monsters.
Okay.
And people, and has a hard time figuring out which world, you know, he doesn't really fit into the human world for a long time. Learning to make friends.
No.
Hi, I'm Anthony Contreras. My favorite anime is obviously Dragon Ball Z, as you can see through this awesome shirt. I got 3 other more Dragon Ball Z shirts, so obviously got to be representing my favorite anime. So, when I was a really young boy, I was pretty much sheltered a good portion of my life. But what was kind of like a little release that my mom would let me watch would be like Saturday cartoons, as I would know them, via the Spanish channel, Telemundo. Surprise, you know, because I'm Hispanic, Mexican. Por si no lo sabían, pues.
Hey.
But hey, you know, adding that language.
Hey, hold on. What does that mean, though?
Huh?
What does that mean?
That's like, just in case you didn't know. There you go. If you don't know, now you know. All right. But yeah. So that's how I pretty much found out like about anime, really. But at that point, I was like maybe 5, 6, 7-year-old. Really, I didn't really know about it. So I was like, okay. I would also find later on in the evenings Toonami, but I straight up did not know what it was. I just saw it's a cartoon, put it on. All right, awesome. You know, entertaining. And, you know, I left that scene for a bit, you know, just to focus more on studies and everything, and it kind of took a sideline. And it wasn't until sophomore year in high school where my friends saw my shirt. They're like, hey, are you like a Goku fan? I'm like, yeah, man. Like,
Was it that shirt?
Yeah, no, it was actually another one. It's the famous one. It's the orange one with the symbols.
Oh, the symbols on the back. Okay.
Yeah, that one was the one that actually got into me. I was like, yeah, man. I mean, I like Dragon Ball Z. It's like it's a cartoon. It's like, no, man. Like it's an anime. I'm like, no way. So look it up, and like I'm like, yeah, right. And then I look at the Japanese. I'm like, wait, originally it's Japanese? I'm like, or they got translated because you know a lot of popular shows get translated in other languages. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So yeah, I ended up looking over that. You know, it was interesting. And so over time, you know, I just started watching more, just getting more involved in it. And obviously since I started liking Dragon Ball Z, I was more into the action, you know, just over the top. Like that's why I like, you know, One Punch Man, Psycho Mob 100, Attack on Titan, all that crazy stuff that requires just like crazy visuals, you know, just like loud, which kind of makes me kind of like a generic guy. But hey, it's fine.
It's whatever.
It's fine. It's for my taste. Right? I'm not judging you for your yandere shit. All right, so calm down. Peace.
Hi, my name is Elmore Jr. and I actually got into anime when I was like 5 years old, and I watched Toonami. And my first anime, my favorite of all time, is Dragon Ball Z, and that's the first anime I started watching. And then, well, when Toonami was going on, I started actually watching Sailor Moon and What else? Sailor Moon. Then they had Big O, Gundam Wing, the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I actually watched that. It was very entertaining. And when I was a little kid, I was just like imitate mostly the moves and stuff. It was pretty fun.
How do you imitate Gundam Wing?
Let's see. Imitate Gundam Wing, like when I pretend I have wings coming out my back and pull out like a sword that I was doing, and just like pretend I'm taking out all the tall geese and just taking out a gun and just blasting them.
So the thing with me was when I was younger. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then after that, at first I didn't know what it was because I was a little kid. I didn't like fully understand it. And I had still been watching it, and I'm like, what the heck am I watching? But I still like it. Then after Toonami was still good, I think I was about 14 at the time. I was watching Stride, Blue Gender, Cowboy Bebop. Well, it was still coming on. And what else? Cowboy Bebop, and that's all I can think of for right now. Oh, Fully Cooley! I love that. Fully Cooley.
Rolly who?
Fully Cooley.
Okay.
Fully Cooley. It was, and Inuyasha.
That was a good one.
I'm about to forget Inuyasha. Can't forget that. And then Naruto. It was also the best. Naruto, Bobo. Yeah. Then, One Piece. And then for some odd reason, I moved out. It's been a little complicated. I've been trying to remember what I was watching. And then one time, back in 2009, when I was, I think, 16, I was looking at this paper, and it said something about anime. I'm like, what is that? So a friend said, it's what Japanese people watch. I'm like, that's what it is. I want to go. Then that's when I really understood what it was about.
Hello, my name is Joshua, and how I got into anime is actually somewhat of a funny story. I used to listen to an old podcast, went by the title of Elmore, and they kept talking about this wonderful show called Death Note, and I went, well, I keep hearing them talking about it. It's like, oh, it's the stupid premise of this guy has a murder notebook. It's like, but it's written so well. It's like, okay, I'll give it a watch. I managed to binge the entire thing in like a day or two. And from there, it's like, okay, I know they're talking about other animes, so let's look at this Code Geass thing.
Code Geass.
Well, first one was Death Note, then Code Geass.
Okay.
They're weird mirrors of each other. Pretty good. But I'd still say my favorite is something I ended up discovering on my own. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Full stop.
That sounds dope.
Admittedly, part of it is because I'm pretty much the real-life equivalent of Shinji Ikari.
The question was, how did you get into anime, and what is your favorite anime?
When I was a kid, Sailor Moon used to come on daily, and that was my very first anime. Then, flash forward to 4th grade, or 5th grade, when I was friends with all the boys, and they were all watching Dragon Ball Z. I sat myself down, I'm like, okay, I want to see what's so great about this show. That's how it all spiraled.
Okay.
And back in those days, it was Toonami. With Toonami. So, I basically just, every weekday, sat down, and it was just all anime. For hours.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Memories, huh?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a really long time ago.
And what's your favorite anime?
Oh! I definitely still have a soft spot for Sailor Moon, though.
Sailor Moon?
So how did I get into anime? Pretty much the same story, you know, Dragon Ball Z, Toonami right after I come from school, the good old days, baby. I found out a little bit more about anime when I moved. I met a guy named Cause and Effects. He's a rapper friend of mine. And I met him in a GameStop. And he had a music video he showed me. And in the music video, there was clips from an anime called Samurai Champloo. And that show is by far one of my favorite animes out there. Really dope, heavily hip-hop influence. And it got me hip to a lot of new artists such as the New Jobbies. Anime has also inspired a lot of my tracks, like the one that's playing right now. If you all enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe. It really helps my channel out a lot. And comment below what your favorite anime is. And as always, stay tuned for more videos to come in the future. Peace.
Give it up for Commoninterest, y'all. You watch anime, don't you? I can fucking tell by that reaction.